So, I'm going to share with you a little bit more about how you actually do influence your reality. I just finished a retreat for advanced follow up in Washington with Dr. Joe Dispenza. And if you don't know who he is, I will continue to scream his name until I turn purple because he has a way with words and he has a way to simplify science in such a beautiful and understanding way that allows you to actually agree with the fact that you do influence your reality with your thoughts. And I want to share with you two takeaways. I'm going to share with you more as these videos continue. But the two main takeaways that I've realized that you need in order for you to create an abundance lifestyle. An abundant lifestyle meaning whatever it is that that means to you. It could be, an abundance of wealth, an abundance of health, an abundance of freedom. Whatever your definition of abundance is, I want you to think about that. The main reason why you're not attracting better opportunities into your life is because your magnetic field is literally repelling them. Let me explain. When you're in a state of lack, okay, let's say you're praying to God and saying, God, please help me. Why can't I just catch a break? I feel so overwhelmed. Just think about that word leaving your mouth into the ether in a vibration that's literally creating this magnetic field around you. And what happens is that you either attract things to you based off that, or you repel things based off that magnetic field. And something that I want you to realize is when you're asking, okay, God, when you're begging God, you're essentially saying that you're not worthy of whatever it is you're asking for because you're in lack. You cannot ask for something that you are aware of having. It's the best way that I can explain it to you. So what happens here is that instead of you actually telling God, hey, I really would appreciate some help here, you want to understand that God is already within us, okay, first of all. And by you claiming in his name what it is that you're asking for, so let's say in this example, I'm going to say, I am abundance. I am so thankful for all the blessings that you continue to provide me with. I'm so thankful for the health. I'm so thankful for all of the new levels of understanding that I'm unlocking, right? What I'm doing here is I'm literally creating a new magnetic field around me, one that is vibrating at a higher frequency. And it's really important to understand because of the second point. You're not going to attract something if you're not in a magnetic field that is attracting that thing. The best way I can explain it to you is, let's say you want to attract this beautiful girl, this beautiful guy into your life, but all the qualities that you're asking from this person, you're lacking. Let's say you're like, oh, I hope he's so abundant and he's so funny and intelligent, and then you're this person that is not funny, that is miserable, and that is always criticizing people. How in the world are you going to attract a person in a vibration that's higher when you are vibrating at this vibration? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have money, okay? Because a lot of people think like, oh, it's just because of the money. No, you can have a shit ton of money and be vibrating at a low frequency, and this is why a lot of people are miserable. Like, they make a lot of money. Dr. Joe was talking about it. Literally, he's sat with billionaires as well, and they've literally said the same thing. Like, I feel so stressed, I feel so overwhelmed, I don't know what I'm missing in life, like, I have it all. Well, you're missing a sense of purpose. You're missing literally connecting with your true and authentic self. And this is what I want you to take away from this video. If you're feeling like you're lacking something, you will forever stay in that state. This is why I teach my girls, my clients, it's very important for you to create a new identity. As long as you continue to have the identity that has led you to where you are right now, you're never going to change. And this is why I'm a firm believer in investing in yourself. A lot of times as creators, we don't put our information out there because we think, oh, they're gonna think I'm selling them. We're always selling. But the point is, you need to provide value. You're selling to your kids when you want them to go to bed. You're selling to your husband if you want him to take out the trash. You're selling to your boss if you want him to keep your, working at his firm. But at the end of the day, how are you investing in yourself? And I think this is very, very powerful. When I invested in my first coach, I spent $25,000 on that coach. And I didn't get a return on my investment originally, as I had expected it to. Because in the quantum field, there's endless possibilities. And the way that you want your reality to turn out maybe isn't the way that God wants your reality to turn out, because there's there's something better there for you. I'm not kidding you. A year later after that investment, I 10x'd my income. And this is why I believe that as long as you continue to have this employee mindset, which I had, so I'm not knocking on you, but the mindset of clock in and clock out, do the bare minimum in your life, go to sleep, do the same thing, like what's that movie, Groundhog Day or whatever it is? Like you're doing the same thing. And then the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a new result. So if you want to change your life, you need to start creating a new identity in order for you to also embody new habits. And this is so important. A lot of the times people don't believe in investing in themselves because they think it's a waste of money. You're not a waste of money. You are the biggest asset you have. And when all of your houses and cars and kids and all of that stuff is gone, what you really have is what you have in here and in here. So this is your sign to go out there and start investing in yourself. Start listening to podcasts, start reading books, start investing in a mentor. That is so important for your success in life. And many people don't believe that they need a mentor. But honestly, if you don't have a mentor that you're actually paying for, just like I saw this, I mentioned this to you guys in another video. I was in this mastermind where there was billionaires, and literally one of the biggest insights that they were sharing is you need to have like a board of directors. You need to have your people that can hold you accountable. A lot of these highly intelligent and highly wealthy people, they have that board of directors that can tell them you're fucking up, you need to improve. And if you don't have that and you just have your mom or your dad or your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife that you're going to and getting feedback from, the reality is that you're going to hit a certain level and you're not going to grow past that level, because where they are doesn't necessarily mean that's where you want to be. And another last thing that I want to share with you, I think I went a little overboard here, but I think this is important information. Don't take advice from people that you wouldn't trade places with. I see it happen so much where people go and ask their family for advice, and your family just wants to protect you, honestly. So if you tell your family, I'm looking to start investing in myself, and they've never done that before, they're going to talk you out of it, because chances are their own limiting beliefs are going to be passed down to you based off their preconceived idea of what is worthy and what is not. So stop living other people's lives, stop living yours, start living yours. And if you like content like this, I make a ton of free content geared around this. I am a feminine embodiment coach, and if you have any questions, link them down below.